It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls.
Good morning. Welcome to Travel and Cruise Industry News on this Tuesday, the 21st day of December. And folks, if you have not figured it out by now, this is not live as normal. And I forgot to mention it until right at the end of the broadcast yesterday. But as you're watching this, I'm actually at the dentist appointment that I completely forgot about until I couldn't get out of it. So anyway, this is pre-recorded and will come online at 11 o'clock for the normal time. So yeah, so much for that. Anyway, welcome to Tuesday Travel and Cruise Industry News. Today is winter solstice, which means the days start getting a little bit longer each day as we head toward the long days in the summertime. So, all right, we got a few cruise ships sailing today from U.S. ports down in West Palm Beach, the Grand Classica. Of course, you know, the Grand Classica is not going to be that name very long, much longer, until next month, I guess it is. No, I guess it's in the spring. Anyway, it's changing to Margaritaville Paradise. But anyway, the Grand Classica is sailing today. It's back from its dry dock. Fort Lauderdale, the Regal Princess and the Silver Spirit will sail. Miami, the Celebrity Summit. Oceania, Insignia, and Seabourn Ovation all sail. Over in Galveston, the Disney Wonder. And out in Long Beach at Los Angeles, the Carnival Miracle sails. Today, we've got a couple headlines, which we'll get to in a second. Norwegian reverses its testing policy. First ever Chinese-built cruise ship floats out. And a little bit more this morning, which will be not live at 11 o'clock. Yesterday afternoon, I chatted with Aidan James, who is the owner of San Diego's Superior Seas Travel, and he was on board the Carnival Radiance in Los Angeles, Long Beach facility. Good morning. Welcome to Chillie Chats. And my guest today is Aidan James Cruising, and he's in a neat place. He's on the Carnival Radiance out in California. Welcome to Chillie Chats.
Thank you.
All right. The reason I came across you to start with, you posted, it's been a couple of weeks ago now, but you posted you were on a cruise and you had to do laundry. I've been cruising since 1978. I've never done laundry on a cruise. I don't even know how to go about it. Tell us about the laundry service on a cruise ship.
Well, I did several back-to-backs on the Panorama. So instead of taking, 4 suitcases full of clothes, of course, I washed them. I did them myself. I didn't use the laundry service on board. I did use the washer and dryer that they had in there, several of them, and every floor's got a couple of laundry rooms, and was very impressed. It's about $4 to wash, $4 to dry, and $2 for the soap, and was well worth it for me.
Yeah.
So, and it did a good job, and it wasn't very long. It didn't take very long, about an hour to wash and dry.
I know the services were there, but it's just something that I never thought about. So I said, well, I got to ask the question. All right. You've been on like a whole bunch of cruises just since the restart. Last count I thought was like 13 or something. Right. What 13. All have you been on?
To be honest with you, mostly the Panorama. I love the ship. Started out, I had several cruises that were, that they canceled, and they gave you the $600 onboard credit. So I did 6 of them, virtually back to back on the Panorama, and really like that ship. I've done the Miracle since then, and then of course the Radiance now, and I got 2 more Panoramas next month.
Okay. So. And we keep our fingers crossed that the Azopod issues don't make their way on the Panorama as it has on some of the other ships.
That happened on the first cruise. They had a fire, I guess, in the incinerator room that affected that.
Yeah.
They've cut short just about every cruise I've been on. Cabo's been cut way short on time.
Okay, you've just gotten on Radiance today. What's she looking like?
I'm really liking it. They've done a really good job with the remodel on it. There's several different floors that have new cabins, and the cabins are a little bit bigger and they look really nice. I'm in one of the original cabins, but it's still really nice. It's a balcony and it's really nice.
Yeah.
I find that these older cabins that were on the Victor are just a little bit smaller than several of the ships that I've been on that are Carnival, but not bad at all. It's good. And like I said, a lot of the newer stuff that they did, some of the restaurants that they've added and everything, it basically, to me, seems almost like a new ship.
Yeah. I'm sure I won't recognize it at all. I was on it. Wow. I was trying to think how long ago, but it's probably been 8 or 9 years ago that I was on it. Of course, on the Victory before it became Radiance. But I loved the old ship too. That was a good. I was a Carnival guy always. So
yeah.
All right, with the restart, and you're heavily in Carnival.
Correct.
How have they done with protocols, embarkation, debarkation, masking, etc.?
I will tell you, the first 9 cruises were amazing. I mean, you had to wear your mask inside the venues. If you were drinking in the atrium or something like that, you didn't have to wear your mask. And they recommended in the hallways and stuff, but you really didn't wear your mask unless you were in those venues. A lot of people didn't. Now, I guess just recently they've switched it to where whenever you're indoors, walking down the halls or whatever, you have to wear it. Even outside, if you end up in a group of people, you need to wear it. Yeah. So that's kind of what it is now. But hey, I'm on a ship. I'll take whatever they throw at me.
That's exactly. I get to sail again. I'll leave on the 24th of January. So
great.
It's been a long time coming with a bunch of health issues, but I'm so excited to get started back again.
Yeah, I couldn't wait.
Have you, with the cruises with Carnival, have you felt at any time unsafe?
Absolutely not.
Good.
Not at all. I'm telling you, the crew, while I've been on, I've seen them do nothing but nonstop cleaning. I mean, you're there, they're wiping down even the baseboard type stuff that's in the public spaces, all the hand railings all the time. They're totally cleaning the public restrooms out all the time. So I'm very, very impressed with how they're handling things. They'll definitely tell you if you're not wearing your mask. They will tell you, and it doesn't matter who it is. If it's an employee, they will tell you, which is nice. Yeah. So yeah, it's been pretty good.
And let's see.
I'm sorry.
If I remember correctly, this is a short cruise. It goes like the Ensenada.
Yeah, this is just a 3-day, and it just goes Ensenada and 1 sea day.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to get on it with it being new.
Yeah. If I was on the West Coast, I'd been all over it too. I guarantee it. Well, listen, that's what we certainly do appreciate the report. I hope you have just a fabulous cruise.
I'm sure I will.
All right. We'll check back with you sometime. Thanks a lot, Aidan. Have a great day.
You too.
And of course, that was Aidan James from San Diego, and he was on board the Carnival Radiance. So nice chatting with him. All right, got a couple stories that we want to cover this morning, folks. Again, if you're coming into this late, or this is not a live broadcast, which is our normal way of doing things, I announced this at the end of yesterday's show. Actually, I meant to do it earlier and plain forgot about it, but this today would be taped. I'm currently in a dentist chair as we speak this morning. Back in November, a Norwegian cruise line said that beginning January 17th, it would only be requiring passengers to take a COVID test once at home, and it was dropping the test that passengers had been taking at the terminal prior to boarding the ship. Now that has changed. They've flip-flopped on us, which is, I've said all along, folks, and these times when we don't know everything that's going to happen, be prepared for something to change. It's liable to change today again. So, just go with the flow. Whatever it is at the time, take it with a smile on your face and do what they say. When guests arrive at the terminal for check-in now for Norwegian, they will receive an antigen test and wait in the designated area until the results are received. To speed up the process, Norwegian is recommending the passengers register with their testing provider prior to the cruise date. Registration information will be available at online check-in 21 days prior to sailing. So in other words, you get online, you have something else to do before you go, get it done. It'll speed things up for you when you get there, but you're going to have to take the test, sit and wait for it to get the results and then get on the boat. Norwegian is continuing to require that all passengers are fully vaccinated against COVID at least 2 weeks prior to departure. Over the weekend, the line implemented a masking policy for guests while indoor public areas unless eating or drinking. So they've tightened that up as well. So this is not going to be the first of these kind of stories we see, folks, especially with the way this new variant is going across the country and is spread in Europe and other places. There's going to be some more changes, folks. Just hopefully we stay going and not get shut down again. The other story today, the first large cruise ship to ever be constructed entirely inside mainland China, floated out this week at a shipyard owned by Shanghai-based Wagaco Shipping Company Limited, and I probably mispronounced that. The vessel is built under a venture with Fincantieri shipbuilders and is based on the Vista-class ship built for Carnival Cruise Line. Carnival has a piece in this action as well. So we're going to see a Chinese-built cruise ship. It's supposed to be done in fall of 23. So that we will see in the future. Well, that's going to wrap me up for today, folks. Again, I apologize for any inconvenience with not having my schedule correct yesterday beforehand when everybody was here. I hope that didn't screw anybody up too bad. But that's it for today, folks. I will see you same time, same place, live tomorrow on Wednesday Travel and Cruise Industry News. This is the old fat travel guy. Stay safe, stay healthy. Think about sailing. We'll meet one of these days on the high seas. This is the old fat travel guy. Later, y'all.
I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel and cruise industry. So if you like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, Chillie chats, and travel and cruise industry news, just hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. Hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when a new video is up or we go live. This video was produced by Chillie's Cruises.